Hello and welcome. I shed light eagle whispers healing with my ancestors, and I am going to do a past live reading, past live love reading, spread 2. And let's see how that will work. Okay, so now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just take my coffee down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how many. 7. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that's the spread. Now you can see that I have shuffled it. So let's see if the spreads go together, the cards, I mean. Yes, they do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. 9 and 10 doesn't go together. 10 and 11. There is an 11th card. I missed that. So let's take card 11. So 9, 10, 11. So let's see. So let's look at the first 2 cards. So let's see what the spread number 2 is all about. Wow, I did fall asleep, so I was listening to a video. So spread, relationship spread to family and friend. And here we have, use this spread for a healthy, happy relationship. This can be used for a romantic relationship as well, but better suited for a long-term romantic relationship. So card 1 and 2. So card 1, where were we together? So where were we? Where were you together? And geez, I need to think. So this is I guess number 1. Where were we together? And here you receive before Christ, to before Christ, and here you receive where. High priests, the high priestess. The high priestess. So let's see on the high priestess. Okay, not sure. Okay, so let's look at the high priestess. And the high priestess says, high priestess, develop intuition together. But let's see where. So here is the high priestess. The high priestess, and where? In what country? Place, and there you have Belgium. Where were you together? So you were together in Belgium. Okay, and oh, sorry. And then the next card is, I guess the card number 2 is asking, when were we together? And here you receive when. You receive America the Chariot. When. Okay. So, and here is, let's look at the year of this card. Time, early 16th century. So early in 16th century, and your root key there is drive, determination, in transportation, going separate ways, making a choice. That is the contract, but I'm not saying that you had. I just wanted to look at it. So, where were you together? You have an answer. And when? Early 16th of century. That's interesting. So, let's go to card number 2. And let's take number 1, 3 and 4. And card number 3 and 4 is asking, who were we? Who were you to each other? So here you receive high Middle Ages. 1000 to 100 to 1250 AD. Free of Wands. Let's look at Free of Wands. Who were we together? Wands. Create a family. So you were creating a family together, which I guess were important to Free. Let's look at Free of Wands. Let's look at Free of Wands. There Three of Wands, and it says action, drive, return on investment. So I guess that you were together as a family, but you were drawn to one another because of the financial situation. And here you have sister. So you might have been brother and sister. Page of Pentacles. Brother and sister. Let's look at first at the Page of Pentacles here, as I am in here. As I'm here looking. And here it says project achievement. So you're creating projects together, helping each other out, building up your family stronger, economical wise. But you were, I guess, a brother or sister, or, you know, like a family person to each other, were you? That's the indication. And here you receive Page of Pentacles. Work on a project together. Yeah, everywhere where I looked, you were working together, planning things, receiving messages, helping each other in economical way. So that's interesting. So you were like brother or sister, like family to each other. So now let's look at card number 3 and 4, 5 and 6, I guess. So 5 and 6 talks about why are we bounded? Why are we bounded? So you were bounded because of family, being family together, and the economical situation, and karmic connection. Because you have past lives together before. 6 of Cups. Karmic, here you see karmic connections, past life connections. So you have met before in a, you know, in past life, and this is 6 of cups, and it says here 6 of cups. For me that stands for, let's see, Six of Cups. Deep family bound. So you were bounded together very strongly because of you were deep bound in other lives together as well. So not only through that life. The next card that goes with that is 14. Again, karmic lessons. To learn karmic lessons from each other. And here you have temperance to balance things out. This is so interesting, this session. So yeah, very interesting. So let's see. So now you have an answer to that, and let's take. Let me move this up a little bit and move this one here. So the next 2, 7, and 8 is asking card 7 and 8. What happened to us? What happened to you in that life past, in that past life? Here you receive 16 pledge, and that is the Tower. Everything were upside down, everything happening in a very fast way for you. The next card is Japan, and it talks about Ace of Swords. Everything happened in a very fast way between you, where you had to make choices to come out of a difficult situation. There might have been some sort of even accident or something else that have been difficult to walk through, and you went through it. You were supporting each other, but you went through a ride together. And let's look at the Tower. And the Tower says one helps one helps the other with spiritual breakthrough. So you were helping each other out to break through. It can be through work, not only in spiritual but in work, but things were sort of happening in a fast way. And I think that was Ace of Swords. Let's look at Ace of Swords. Wands, Pentacles, Ace of Swords. One will show the other the truth, and you are learning to be true by another. So you were teaching each other truth. So when life were difficult and so on, you were each other's lessons. So that's interesting, super interesting. Okay, so now let's look at the next card. That will be the Chariot. Strength. No, sorry, strength, not the Chariot. Strength. And strength Yeah, there is strength. That's weird. Strength is as 11. So heal a deep wound between you. So you were healing each other, giving each other healing. And that's card, I guess, 9. Let's see what it wants. Card 9. What is the nature of our bond? To heal each other, to help each other out in all the way you could. And then card 10 is asking, what is our contract? What is your contract? And here you receive genetic illness, 2 of swords, genetic illness, 2 of swords. And let's look at swords here. And the contract between you were avoidance, vulnerability, and then the last is stalemate. That's interesting. For this deck's purpose, the genetic illness card is specifically categorized as a cause of death. The traditional 2 of swords depict a figure blindfolded, forming a connection to the blind figure in this deck. Okay, swords dip. So you might have been blind together, not blind, but the contract between you was to avoid difficult situation, vulnerability. You were vulnerable to, I guess, each other or in situations, and stalemate. And here it says the 2 of swords is traditionally about stalemate, situation in which you feel there are no good moves. So hence you do nothing. If you are working through an avoidance situation at this time, there are likely past life factors influencing both the situation itself and your emotional responses to that situation. So very interesting. And let's see what card 11 will say. And card 11 talks about what do we hope to achieve together. What did you hope to achieve together then and maybe now? And then here you receive Mother, and that is the Empress. Nurture, understanding, and to take care of each other again is what you know simply comes to mind. Care for children together. Yeah, it's like maybe having a family together. Maybe you were taking care of children or helping children at you know in past lives and so on. Today maybe you might have children together that you need to care for, to have that understanding. So I don't know how much this the answer where, and note your name or in who were we to each other. That already. Why are we bounded? What happened to us? What is the nature of our bound? I answered that. What is our contract? I answered that. What do we hope to accomplish together? Yeah, so that's answered. So all the questions are answered, and I don't know how much you can understand this, but this is what is coming through. So let's simply walk into spread number 3 in this situation, and I will do it, I guess, now. And then relationship spread 3 talks about use this spread for a short-term romantic relationship or a romantic relationship with serious serious issues, unhealthy dynamics. And I feel like this is going to repeat itself, and I wonder if I should do that. I'm not sure. Well, let's take some cards and see, just for doing the spreads. And I'm going to reshuffle the cards. So now I did shuffle it, as you guys can see. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not sure if I should have so many cards or not. Let's see. Yes, I should. So 1 and 2. Let's see how if it's going to be any difference. Card 1. Where were we together? Okay, so where were you together? And you here you receive Traveler, and you receive Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. And let's look where Knight of Wands were from. Swords. Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands were in Netherlands. Okay, so you were together in Netherlands with this person, this life. And the second question for card number 2 is, when were we together? And here you receive in China, and 2 of Wands. Two of Wands. And 2 of Wands, let's see. That's interesting. That's the swords. Wands, 10. Two of Wands. So let's see, what was the question? The question were, when were we together? Okay, when, time-wise. And early 19th century. So in early 19th century were you together? And let's see, card 3 and 4. How did I feel? How did you feel? So card 3 and 4 talks about how did you feel. So this is how you felt. And you receive here 12th century, 7 of Pentacles. This is how you felt about, I guess, that person. One is waiting for the other to fulfill karma. So you're waiting for that person to fulfill the karma towards one another. Let's look at the root work for this. Of course, it's always interesting. What did I say this? Seven of Pentacles, and I lost. Seven of Pentacles. So let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Investment. So you were waiting to fulfill each other's karmic lessons. So you had you had thoughts on and waiting on each other's thoughts, and you felt drawn to this person, I guess, because of the karmic situation that is between you. How did that person feel about you? And you receive daughter, and this is Page of Cups. How this person felt about you. So let's see. Let's see what the contract is from him. An offer. The root energy, an offer. So he felt close to you, or that person felt close to you, nurtured you in thoughts, felt you with love, compassion. You might have been a sister or a daughter to this person. This person, I guess, loved you very, very dearly, very, very much. Somehow, I don't know why, but this is what strikes me. It's crazy, but it feels like maybe this person were older than you and, you know, had feelings, but maybe were scared to say how they feel and ashamed, so they kept it for itself, but saw you maybe try to, you know, have you more as a daughter. So that's beautiful. And so let's see. Three and four, 5 and 6. What did I need? What did you need? What did you need? So let's look at what you did need. And here you receive late middle ages. And this is a feast, 4 of wands. This makes me to think about balance, welfare to be sort of taken care of. For of wands, domestic contract. So you had a contract together, but that's not the question what you had. Let's see, let me just go back and rephrase, of course. And what did I need? What did that person need? What did you need? I guess attention, to be, you know, my thought that came to me was that maybe that person saw you more as a daughter, and maybe you were, you know, a daughter to that person, but that person maybe didn't want to accept or tell the world to the rest of the world. I mean, tell the truth to the rest of the world that you were, because maybe you had different rank. So he might have been, you know, high in society, and you were not. You might have been like a slave or something like that. This is just something that comes to my mind. I don't know if it's like that, but I'm just telling what comes to my gut. And you felt like you wanted this person to show you more respect and to sort of let the world know, but also to treat you more better than a servant, okay? And how did that person feel or need? True friend. That person needed, you know, a true friendship out of you. Knight of Pentacles. What did you need? So this is, so let's see. And what did you need? Or maybe it was the opposite of what I said, that you were, you know, higher class, but I don't think so. Somehow I'm feeling it's the opposite somehow. I don't know why. So, so I said Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Afraid of nature, spiders, snakes, tornadoes, etc. So what did you need? You needed security. You needed to be secure. You needed to feel secured and nurtured, and to look after in a positive way so that people couldn't harm you with things that you were scared of, or maybe you had to be nurtured so that you didn't have to go through difficulties through life. So that's what you needed. That's interesting. And okay, I thought I was wrong. So now I did, it's okay. And that was the Knight, I think. One want abandon the other. You needed, yeah, again, you know, it's sort of the same. You needed to feel secure that that person would not leave you no matter what happened. And that person you needed a true friend, someone that you could rely on 100%. And to rely on someone that was very important for you, and it might be today as well. So that's interesting. So let's look at the next two cards. And the next two cards talks about 7 and 8 is what happened to us? What happened to you? And here you receive first Korea, and then you receive Ace of Wands, changes. That stands for changes, movement, in all the way. Let's look at Ace of Wands here. That's swords. Here we have Ace of Wands. One will inspire the other to live better. So you were trying to inspire each other to have a better life and to nurture. Again, this is so much of taking care but also to be there for one another in such a way that you could feel confident together. Wow, I need to get a glass of water. This is the next card that you can look at before. I just need to go and grab a glass of water fast. My throat is so... Sorry, so let's see. Now let's see. Now let's go back and see. So the next card that you're receiving talks about loving woman, and this is Queen of Cups. That's very interesting that you're receiving that. Loving woman, Queen of Cups. Let me just rephrase. What happened to you? So you were taking care of each other, supporting each other, and Queen of Cups talks about one will care for the other when sick. So if you were sick, if you got sick or something, you were there for each other. You did not leave anyone. It's like you did not leave each other's side, even if the relationship wouldn't end. There were nurture, there were care in between the both of you. So this is interesting. So let's look at card. Let's look at the card 9, 10, and 11. So let's look at 9 first. And card 9 talks about what did we hope to achieve together? What did you hope to achieve together? And here you have Japan, and you have Ace of Swords. Wow, Ace of Swords, that's very... Here is the card. Ace of Swords. Wow, that's so so powerful. One will show the other the truth. So what did you want to achieve together? Or let me just rephrase the question. Card 9. What did we hope to achieve together? Truth. To be true to each other, to be there for one another, to make rational decisions if it had to be as well, which ain't easy, and to support each other when things change it in a very fast way. Card 10 talks about why did we fail? Why did you fail if you did fail? And because of a broken heart, you receive 3 of Swords. You fell because of a broken heart. You there were sadness in maybe in between you, and maybe you got betrayed, or maybe you grew apart, found someone else. There were sadness, so being heartbroken. And then card 11 ask, what do we hope to achieve together in this life? What do you hope to achieve in this life? And here you receive Judgment, the Middle East, Judgment. Oh wow, okay. To bind time together, because Judgment talks about time, to be more positive, to not judge each other in a bad way. One reminds the other spiritual thoughts. Okay, one reminds the other of spiritual thoughts. So you remind each other, you sort of have went through things together, and you remind each other because of the memory and the bonds that you share together. So you remind each other to not forget your spirituality, but also how close you have been together. So this is what the spread this is what the spread says. Spread number 3 says for the love relations, and that was very interesting to go through. So let me know if you can understand it, and how you feel about it. Until next time, we communicate. Blessings, hugs, and you guys can join me in a live feed later on, and on Facebook we'll go live, we'll give guidance, and you might receive a mini read, or if you want to pay for a reading, you're welcome to do so as well, or spiritual guidance from the other side, because I do give that as well. So yeah, till next time, blessings, take care of yourself, and be safe out there.